Endeavor bills itself as a global network for high-impact entrepreneurs. It selects, supports, and invests in category-defining companies that are impacting economies around the world. One of these Endeavor companies is Europe's WSense. They said they invented underwater ocean Wi-Fi. Joining me now to share more is Chiara Petrioli, WSense's CEO. Thank you for joining us, Chiara.
Thank you for hosting me.
What is WSense?
WSense is a deep tech company, based on international patents, solving underwater connectivity. We are able to exchange data among whatever we have underwater, distributed sensors, drones, exploring and operating for us in an environment where we are not present, the underwater environment. 70% of our planet, which we know much less than faraway planets such as Mars, because we cannot use everything that is at the core of our economy. We cannot exchange data to traditional Wi-Fi. We cannot use remote sensing. We see through satellite only a few meters below the surface. So we really had to find a way to digitalize the blue economy to allow to get data and then being able to build intelligence and services in this environment. This is what we do in WSense, make this available to the world.
What are the use cases? I know you mentioned drones, but what are the use cases for underwater ocean connectivity? What can you do with it?
Think about the traditional way we exchange bits. Above water, not through internet. And now it's key because this, together with computational capability and AI, is changing our world. But when we transmit bits through the internet, 90% of this go through underwater telecom cable. So these are now prone to being attacked. There are threats to this. And basically, we don't have anything like video surveillance systems underwater to identify if there is a problem, potential risks for the underwater telecom cables or underwater infrastructures. So, for instance, we have developed resident monitoring system and underwater Internet of Things, where we reason on the data, we transmit real-time information such as threats, implementing this monitoring and protection of underwater critical infrastructure. We also are digitalizing, and we're part of the standardization body for this, in the energy field, for instance, in oil and gas fields. A network of drones are going to operate for us the plants underwater. And this is just an example. We also, with our underwater IoT, we are doing structural monitoring during construction in maritime environment. We are doing metocean monitoring, providing in real time unprecedented information from the ocean. We say that we give voice to the ocean.
How are you doing this? Like, are you working with third-party contractor? Like, how are you developing this technology? Is your company doing it? Is it proprietary technology?
This is actually a company that spin out of one of the leading universities, Sapienza University of Rome in Europe, where after being a Fulbrighter in the US, actually I've been full professor and lab director. We actually identify fundamental new ways of communicating in changing the reliability and performance underwater. So we have international patents on this, and based on this, we build novel subsea network infrastructure, like novel cellular network or novel Wi-Fi infrastructures. And this is now brought to NATO standardization committees, to energy sector standardization committees, and is becoming a new infrastructure connecting everything, supporting drone, also localization. We don't have a GPS underwater, so we also enable an underwater GPS, and these drones have to work together, so they also need to be connecting with each other to do complex works at 1,000 meters depth under the sea surface. So these are, we really needed to change the way to enable this, to do things, and we had to also use artificial intelligence in the way we adapt the way we transmit the information, because in underwater environment, think about even a passing by ships can impair the possibility to communicate.
How big is the underwater digitization market? How many companies are doing things like this?
We have been really pioneering this sector. So we are a deep tech in so-called blue ocean water, which for a company working underwater, it's a big challenge. But now after Nord Stream and after what happened in the underwater telecom world, where our telecom cables are being cut by novel generation, for instance, of drones or submarines, this is a market that is exploding. And also because in oil and gas platform, for instance, this new technology can significantly decrease the OPEX costs. And so there are reasons from the market. The market is estimated today being a 400 billion euro markets, so over $500 billion. And it's a fast growing. The market we are in, which are the innovative technologies for the ocean alone, is estimated $40 billion. So it's a novel market. For instance, the critical infrastructure protection market for the underwater domain is a completely new market that we are enabling. So we work in B2B as for a strategy to bring this technology global. We have leading companies that are invested to be the leaders of the new revolution, the new market. So in the different sector, we work with companies that are among the first 100 in the globe, and together with them, we are becoming a system, part of their system of system solutions to bring unprecedented capability of monitor, surveil, protect this environment. So this is the strategy with which we are scaling our company.
What support has Endeavor provided you in your entrepreneurship?
Well, it's an amazing community. First of all, because as an entrepreneur, you're paving a new way in a company like WSense. You are making things that were not possible before. So you really don't know, right, how to scale fast and how to contribute finding the right way in a novel market. So Endeavor is an amazing community that has the highest density of unicorn founders. So it's a community of trust. So we talk to each other, we speak to each other, we open doors. You can actually have mentorship from all the others and sharing of experiences. That is an invaluable opportunity for entrepreneurs, I think, to fast act, which is a key aspect to fast grow in a hyper growth company. And then you get access to talents for growing, which is very important. You get access to the best investors. So this is what I'm getting from this experience. I'm also starting giving back. So also to the other entrepreneurs, sharing also my experience to avoid some wheel blocking, because in Endeavor, we really are trying to shape the future of the world. So we really want to have a super strong impact through novel, innovative entrepreneurship.
All right. Thank you so much, Chiara, for joining us at the New York Stock Exchange.
Thanks a lot.